Hey, it's me, ProJared, and I'm bringing you some more Splatoon gameplay, this time the other gameplay mode, Splat Zone, which is the ranked gameplay mode, where both teams fight over a single piece of territory, and you have to ink it up as much as possible to claim it for your side. Once again, using the paint roller and the amazing killer whale weapon. Now, this is actually a completely different type of game mode, because painting all the ground stuff all around is not helpful at all. You only want to hold that zone for 100 seconds, which is not that easy. See, they've already captured it because I wasted way too much time trying to figure out how to get there in the first place. This map is kind of based around an oil rig as well, so there's like a completely unused areas of this map. But I'll be able to launch right over to my allies right away. Now, this is like the only game mode they showed so far in ranked, so I don't know if there's going to be more or not. They only had 2 maps available. I know there's going to be more maps for sure, because there were maps that we played in Turf War that we didn't in ranked mode. And we're just getting our butts beat right now just because there's no strats, but I'll show you some strats right now. Want some top tier strats for this map in ranked mode? Check this out. You go up onto this side, and you go up around here. Boom, bird's eye view. And you're gonna jump on down, and you steamroll them all. Boom, you're done. I'll have a killer rail. Boom, you're done. You want another one? And I ran out of ink. That was like the quote-unquote meta that I and Gerard, the completionist, came up with to help us. Got a lot of wins just by getting those nice side areas. We didn't do so hot though. They completely destroyed us. Like, we didn't get to capture the zone at all either. Why? Because we had 3 rollers on our team. Word of advice when playing ranked mode: try not to have too many rollers. We did do first in our team though, because that's how useful we were. But yeah, too many rollers doesn't work out the best. Now, this is the map that we ended up playing more on, just because, again, it was randomly selected that we ended up playing on this map more than the other. So we swapped out over to just a regular blaster gun. We still have a couple of rollers. The rollers are still very useful. Like, at least one is really good to have, because they just capture territory so very quickly. And if you can get there fast enough, well, that's money. I like this map a lot because there's a lot of like good little hiding spots you can get into while still being able to paint the zone and hit other enemies. Don't know if I'll show it off in this particular gameplay clip or not, but it's something I was definitely doing and pulling it around for my team quite a bit. I also really like using the ink strike, which is the missile super in this mode, quite a bit, because you know enemies are going to be around that painting area. Plus you can nuke it and get a lot of territory captured for your team. Also, don't ink when there's, don't try to go to squid when there's no ink. You just move slowly and look like an idiot. Get around there. Oh, got some bombs. Bombs are also really useful to use. I got enough ink for the missile. Just gotta launch it off. Take this! Ba-boom! Let's see, you neutralize the zone at least with that. So if you take over like at least 50% of it, you'll neutralize it and at least prevent their timer from going down, but we didn't take it back, so of course they started taking it again. We weren't doing too hot in this. So now we gotta capture it. Now you notice that the crates themselves did not get their paint changeover when we captured it. That's because they don't matter. It's just the floor. So when you're capturing stuff, make sure you're just painting the floor. Anything else is just for, it's just so you like get up there if you want to get like a little vantage point, if you will. Otherwise, it's all about painting that floor. That's why the paint rollers work so well in this mode. But not if you have too many of them, because then your team's just not balanced for it. Now you notice the extra seconds by our timers right there. That is a sort of handicap that happens when you steal the zone from the other player, or from the other team. So because they got so far ahead and we were able to capture the zone, they had another 50 seconds put on top of their timer, giving us a chance to kind of come back. And then they took it back from us, so we had 19 seconds put on there. So this can make a lot of matches get like really, really close, and it doesn't really feel like it's complete domination all the time when one team like holds on to it. So as long as you can at least capture just once, you like kind of get yourself back into the game. It's not completely impossible to hold on to. It makes for some really close matches, which I'll actually try showing you in a little bit once we lose this match. And done. Okay, we lose. Again, not a great showing by us. There is overtime in this mode as well, by the way. It can happen. Where it's like, it gets rid of the handicap, and I think it's the first person to get their score down wins. Now, when you play ranked mode, everyone starts off at the rank of C-, that is the lowest. and then you gain points after each match that'll either increase or decrease your rank. And it seems to actually change based on your performance. Like I saw plus or minus 10. I also saw minus 15, plus 20, plus 25. So if you do really well, your rank goes up by a bunch. Maybe it has to do with like where you rank in your team or your overall points or contribution. I'm not really sure on that, but it's not just like a flat 10 points or whatever every time. So like your skill actually will matter. Now I'm actually using a new weapon in this mode. This particular painter or ink blast rifle fires really quickly, but has a smaller splat zone when the ink lands, so it doesn't cover up as much. I also noticed that your mobility when firing is much lower compared to any other rapid fire shot. So I took this one, and my thought process was: one, I wanted the ink strike. Two, I wanted to be able to fire rapidly to take out enemies and capture the zone. So we just lost the zone even after having it for quite a long time. And if they cap it, they're going to give us a huge handicap. It's going to be kind of tough. Use those shields to protect ourselves. Can't get enough ink. You can see that sniper is hanging out up there. I recapped it back. That's a common tactic I saw snipers doing. It's just they paint a single shot, and they just pop up, fire, and then sink right back down. Which also makes it easier to fire nukes on them, though. So we got that going for us. It'll get down 9. Oh, we lost the zone, though. But it's so very close. But if they cap it... Oh, see, there they capped it. Adding 69 seconds onto our time, brings us back up to 78. Which makes it very possible for them to actually, like, win this match still. Again, it's another balancing thing to do. I actually kind of like. That way, you still feel like you always have a chance instead of having the people who like to give up when things aren't slightly going their way. You know the types, they're out there. If you do it, you know who you are. Not cool. So now it's just like that much more determination for us to take it back. So I'll just nuke that person. Boom, kill you. Ah, bomb! Oh, too much ink. I can't heal. Yeah, if you get too close to those grenades, you're pretty much done. Now I have to skip forward a little bit here due to Nintendo video guidelines when showing, but it's basically the same match still going. They got the zone. They're counting on the time quite a bit. I was hoping to get up around there, but there's edges and stuff, so you can't quite get up. And I'm wasting a lot of time and a lot of seconds. I don't know why I did that. Oh, good killer whale, though. Clear some people out, cap the zone. I just got an ink strike, so we can use that to hold the team off. Another top-tier strat that Madrid and I ended up doing is that we were able to capture the zone, and then we started like pushing them back towards their spawn and like trying to engage them there, keeping them away from the zone point. Oh, that is a good place for a shield there, so they can't shoot past it, and we can shoot at them. And it allows you to, if people run into it, they die. Now again, another really close match. We're still holding it. Still holding it. Yeah, we were able to like push them back to their spawn, which if you stay in your spawn, you can't get hurt. Like you can't, there's no spawn camping. Like you can shoot out of it, they can't shoot in. There's like a little shield, so don't worry about spawn camping, but you can still like try to hold them off to there. But eventually they'll win and like be able to shoot back like without a problem. See, they kept the zone back. See, now we're not that far ahead because we got more time added to our handicap. This is going to make for some very long matches. That's why the ranked matches are at least a 5-minute timer instead of the 3 minutes like Turf War has. That way they don't last too long, so you can go to overtime or final death or what have you. See, this is what I like doing in this mode too. I actually like taking the side path instead of going straight for it. So I can get to the side here and get some long range inking in to try to take it back. Which also allows me to charge up my ink strike very quickly. Also, make sure you're somewhere safe when you're inking this, because you're looking down at the gamepad and you're not going to see people coming at you with their own guns as you try to prepare that launch. You got to be careful with that. Ah, so hard. I do wish I was able to use just the right analog stick for aiming instead of the motion controls. Even though I'm sure the motion controls is faster aiming, it's just not as precise as right analog stick, and certainly not what I'm used to. So again, we got the zone neutralized. Let me take it back. 51 seconds added to theirs. We're taking down our 50 penalty seconds. This is a very close match. Oh, with only 8 seconds left in the whole match. If we can hold on to it, actually might have a chance this one. Oh, lost it at the last second though. But I think we're okay. What say you, kitty? Oh, very close. Very close. So you can see how like close these matches can get. All right, so that's ranked mode for Splatoon. Be sure to check out the Turf War gameplay, and be sure to watch the interview that Gerard and I did with Corey from the Nintendo Treehouse, and watch the overall impressions video. And thank you guys for watching. Splatoon comes out in May.